How to route a double inline mortise and tenon joint on the Leigh FMT Pro. The FMT Pro makes it easy to route perfectly matching double inline mortise and tenon joints. Begin with 2 pieces of stock with square ends and edges. Mark the position of the 2 tenon centers and the left mortise. Select a guide that matches the size of mortise and tenon you want, and insert it in the guide recess. Pull out the sight. Place the tenon board against the side stop, bringing it up to touch the underside of the sight. Secure the tenon board with the 3-inch capacity cam action speed clamps. Move the table and sight the first tenon position. Lock the table and use the included hex screwdriver to position and tighten the right limit stop against the post. Then set and tighten the front back limit stops to secure the table. Unlock the table and sight the right tenon. Lock the table, then position and tighten the left limit stop against the post. Release the table, move it to the left, then lock the table and retract the sight. The FMT Pro is now set up to route both the tenons and the mortises. Install the bit that matches the guide size. A shop-made guard can be used to prevent routing into the right tenon. 2 tapered guide pins projecting from the Leigh Universal Subbase guide the attached router. The right-hand guide pin sits in the right side track for all routing operations, and the left guide pin sits in the near side of the guide recess when routing tenons. Plunge the router and route the first tenon. Start by climb routing clockwise. This provides a very clean shoulder cut. Then route counterclockwise, running the guide pin against the guide to clean up the tenon. The left tenon is complete. Release the table and move it to the second preset tenon position. Move the guard to the other side of the guide recess. Plunge the router and route the second tenon. Both tenons are now complete. The other end of the tenon board and any subsequent identical tenons can be routed without needing to mark them because of the preset table position. With the clamps repositioned, extend the sight and insert the mortise board in the jig. It's only necessary to sight the first mortise position, as the front to back and second mortise positions were already preset. Clamp it in place and retract the sight. The left-hand guide pin now sits in the mortise slot of the guide. Now route the first mortise, making sure the guide pin is run clockwise against both the front and rear of the mortise guide slot. Release the table and move it to the second mortise position. Plunge the router and route the second mortise. The matching mortise board is now complete. Remove the mortise board and fit the 2 pieces together. The result? A perfectly matching double inline mortise and tenon joint, easily routed on the Leigh FMT Pro. For more information on the FMT Pro, visit leighjigs.com. All Leigh products carry a full 5-year warranty. Leigh products are available worldwide through our network of dealers and distributors.